Welcome back. This is Surviving the Suburbs, and I've got a problem. So I put down some Weed&Feed, Scott's Weed&Feed, to kill off the dandelions and get rid of the crabgrass, any that might have popped up, trying to get ahead of it all before it got too bad. And I over applied it. So when you over apply this stuff, it will fry your grass, and that's what we're looking at right here. It like eats it away. Now this is a little bit different. This spot here is because I've got a reflection somewhere on one of these windows that is literally coming straight down and frying that piece of grass right there, which is annoying as hell. I got to figure out a way to try to get on top of that, but it almost looks the same. It's frying the grass the same way as the chemicals fried the grass over there. And so how does that happen? I'd say that is just over applying it, or liberally applying it. And so what I've done here, same as the other shot, was trying to, pull out all of the dead grass. I mean, if it's gone, it's gone. We got to get it out of here and expose the soil again, and try to put some seed down there so that it can grow in and take back over this dead area here. And some of this grass that's still attached, that is, it looks fried, it might come back. You never know. If it doesn't, it'll kill off all over, and it'll come right up out of there just like this did. So while it's still attached, I'm thinking that it's got some good roots, and it might come back to life. So that's what I've done here, and I'm going to have to do for every spot that looks like it was fried. Unfortunately, it looks like it goes all the way down. So I'm pretty sure I just didn't have the setting on my spreader correct, and it was just throwing too much seed around in those concentrated areas. So over here, I didn't have the same problem here. What I had here was the grass was too tall at the start of the season, and as I cut it down, it looks like all of that tall grass that I mulched, it's just too much of it, and it weighed down in this area, and so it wasn't getting as much sunlight, it wasn't getting as much nutrients and all the things that the grass needs to be healthy and strong. It wasn't getting as much of that. So what I did was I did the same treatment. Actually, I grabbed a rake and I raked up all of that overgrown grass that was laying on top of there. It wasn't breaking down the way that mulched grass should, and usually, this is a job that you would do at the end of the season, a dethatching job. But when you notice that it's it's compromising the health of your grass, you want to go ahead and take care of it. So I raked it up. It was a lot here, actually. It was a ton. So I raked it up pretty good, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put down some grass seed. If you have Scott's patch and repair, that works great, because literally it's targeted, for small areas. But I have some grass seed, some thick and tall seed, so I'll actually show you what that looks like. But it will effectively do the same thing. I'll lay it down, water it a lot, and try to stay on top of it. And I'd say 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you'll start to see some really good results. It'll start looking like the rest of this grass. So I'm going to be doing it here, all the areas that looks like it got fried. It wasn't too bad, but really got me good over here on this strip. So I'm going to have to take care of that. But be warned, take your time when applying your Weed&Feed or any chemicals to your lawn. if it's too much, it'll let you know. So this is what I'm going to end up using. It's Scott's Thicker Lawn, and you'll see here that it's got seed, fertilizer, and soil improver. So it's almost the same thing, or at least the same components that are in the Scott's patch and repair. So I think this will do the same job. I've got a ton of this stuff left over, so I'm not going to go out and buy the patch and repair. I'm going to give this a shot. Hopefully it works out just as well. So heads up, warning for those new to this and wanting to know what happens if you don't read the directions on the bag. It tells you when to apply, and it also tells you how much you should be applying per square feet. So you'll see that on the back. The bag itself will tell you how much it's going to apply. So this bag covers 4,800 square feet, but usually on the back it gives you all the information that you need. The back of it usually gives you all the directions you need. It tells you how to prep for it, tells you how to apply it with a spreader, making sure your spreader settings, read this stuff, it's important. This will prevent you from having problems like I had, like that. But you're prepping, you're applying it, and you're watering it. And that's all you really need to do. I mean, you want to water it a lot, because you want these seeds to take hold, get some good roots, and it'll give you a better result at the end of the day. So this is what we're going to use, and hopefully it gives us a pretty good result. So I'll take another video once I've got it down, and it's been about 2 weeks maybe, and we'll see where it's taking us. Hopefully it gives us a good result. If it doesn't work out the best way, then maybe I'll go the route of the patch and repair, because that's what it's made for, and we'll clean up anything we need to clean up with that. But I think this is going to give us a good result. All right, so this is another heads up, things you're learning while you're surviving the suburbs. One thing at a time, one screw up at a time, until you're a professional. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next side.